Think I'll feel it when I hit the ground. In October it feels like summertime. I keep falling for you like every night.
All right, let's do this. I kind of just want to take myself on a date today. I feel like clearly I can't date right now because of COVID, but even with that, I'm really like content with my friends and my family and myself, which I can confidently say, and that's a really nice feeling. I just feel like I'm in the mood to do myself a favor, and this is kind of more like self-care, some self-love. And I know people make these videos around Valentine's Day, but every day of the year you should be loving yourself and treating yourself well. So today I really just want to do that and embody that. Cue the driving montage.
I'm up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day, like day by day. You're the only sunset that I'll never forget.
Okay, I just got to the park. Sorry, let me settle down. There's a couple making out near me and that makes me uncomfortable. I really just wanted to take myself on a date, and I feel like there should be nothing wrong with that, but it sounds weird. I like being on my own. Is that weird to say? I feel like this quarantine, I mean, I've had a lot of self-growth during this time, but I just feel like in general, I've enjoyed spending time with myself so much more than I ever have, and I feel like I can confidently say that, and I'm so happy to have really good friends and a supportive family who I love, but being on my own has been so much more enjoyable than it usually is, and I don't know if I've ever really felt this way, and if I have, I feel like I've never really acknowledged it. That's so much self-growth, to just realize like you're happy on your own and that you don't really need anyone or to be in a relationship to feel supported and loved, and you're just like confident being independent and on your own. I'm just so happy with myself for that. Yeah. Oh my god, they're so close to me, this is kind of scary. I'm gonna watch them in the viewfinder, because if they come any closer, I will probably scream. I've learned so much more about myself that I wouldn't have learned if I was in a relationship. I'm just really happy that I feel so confident right now, and that I can come here and sit here and talk to a camera by myself while there are people here. And I'm just here like enjoying my own company, and I feel like that makes me so happy. Like, I was excited to do this, which I feel like should say something. Since I'm here, I'm gonna listen to some music. I also just went to the library and picked up this book about your 20s. So it's why your 20s matter and how to make the most of them right now. I started this book. My library during COVID has an online system, so I was able to rent books and read them on my computer. But since the library just opened, I got the physical copy. I brought a journal. I was gonna journal a little bit, do some self-reflection, and then I brought tons of snacks, which I'm excited to eat. Let me just show you guys around the park. Let's run some B-roll.
I know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I know that you're coming back home. Having my own conversations, hoping you will come and save me. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I hope that you're coming back home.
I love dried mango. When it's like a first date, you really get to know someone. I feel like I know myself pretty well. So this is changing my perspective on how I should be seeing myself and how I should be experiencing my 20s. But I think I want to journal a little bit, you know, dig a little deeper. Maybe I'll just journal whatever comes to mind. But taking you guys on this date with me, how cute. Also, I've been reading so many books. I was thinking about making a video about it. I think I've read over 15 books during quarantine, and that's more than I've ever read in like a year. So since March, I've read 15 books. Some really, really good ones, like How to Be a Badass at Making Money. That book changed my life. I read So You Want to Talk About Race. And then for fiction, I read the Divergent series. I read In 5 Years. And I feel like there's a lot of books that do the theme of fate versus free will, and that was such a good modern twist on it. I loved it, and I relate to that character. Thinking about doing a video on that. I don't know if it'd be boring if I did sit down video on books. Yeah, but I also watch those, so maybe I won't find them boring. I don't know. Is that a hawk?
soft as that ocean blue. Falling in, learn to swim like I never knew. I see it now, that everything will be okay. With no small doses, smell of roses. Can't get enough of you. Can't wait to love on you. I know that you're coming back home.
I just finished journaling a little bit. I wanted to have some sort of prompt. So I kind of just wrote at the top of my page, what am I passionate about? And I just wanted to see what came to mind, and I just kind of wrote whatever. So it was more like stream of consciousness, and whatever that question prompted me to think about kind of made me think about things that I didn't realize I was kind of wondering about. Like, I know that I love photography and I love videography and editing, and that's why I use YouTube as that outlet for those different hobbies and passions. But I used to love cooking and baking as a kid. For a while I wanted to be a chef or a caterer or open up my own bakery. I kind of realized that I've lost touch with a lot more cooking and baking recently, because at college I feel like it's a lot harder and time consuming. But I do want to get back into it, and writing all that out kind of led me to that conclusion, which was crazy. I feel like this is a date with myself. Like, I'm finding out more about myself than I thought I was going to. I did some cooking today, which was nice, but I do want to get more into it, and I only have a couple more weeks before I go back to school. I feel like this has been so relaxing, and I highly recommend you try this and go to a really nice scenic place where you can just relax and enjoy time with yourself.
Having my own conversations, hoping you will come and save me. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I hope that you're coming back home. I know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home. Know that you're coming back home in the morning. I know that you're coming back home.
I just love being by myself.